All right, guys, it's 2 p.m. We'll start our session now. Our participants will keep adding, I hope, but we'll start. So good afternoon to one and all present here. Welcome all to this wonderful first info session event of GDSC at UWM. Our members are very excited to welcome you all to this event. Thank you each and everyone for joining this event. It's a very special day for the club members. It's our first event, and this event is all about just a general info session about what the club is and who the members are and what we strive to achieve this fall. So let's go ahead with the session. So before we start this event, I would sincerely thank Daniel for his presence today with us. Daniel, a very short introduction about Daniel. He's going to speak later in some minutes, but a very short introduction. He's the Google Developer Student Club project manager at VACO. We've given him time to speak about his hobbies and stuffs, but this is just a very small introduction about Daniel. So thank you so much, Daniel, for making your presence today. Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Thank you all so much for putting together this amazing virtual session. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I think the wrong microphone may have been enabled there. But I'll be talking to y'all a little bit later. Just wanted to take a moment and say hello. My name's Daniel Fiorillo. My friends, and hopefully all of us will be friends one way or another at some point this year. We'll be friends, so feel free to call me Danny. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I would love to connect with you and follow the journey that you're about to embark on here together at Google Developer Student Club. And in fact, maybe I will even endorse some of the skills that you unlock this year. So looking forward to chatting with you a little bit later about some more things. But yeah, just wanted to say hello and thanks so much for having me. I'll be quiet and I'll just enjoy until my turn to speak.
Sure, Danny. I'm pretty sure you have a lot to share with us, so your time is coming in sometime. So let's get ahead. Agenda for this meeting, we have a small welcome note after this from our lead, and then we have a small icebreaker fun activity that's just gonna kind of break the ice between us and just get the mood right on. Then we're going to say about what is GDSC at UWM, what the club really is, and next we'll talk about our lead and introduce our team to you. And the next topic will be what we strive to achieve this semester, like what we have kind of planned for our events and stuffs. And then we'll give away the mic to Daniel to speak about his part in GDSC and just share his knowledge on the club. And then we'll have a short QA session. You can shoot your questions at us, whatever it may be. You can shoot it at us, and we'll try to answer it as much as possible. And finally, we'll end the meeting with a thank you note for everyone. So let's get into our welcome note. The welcome note is going to be a small, short note on about how GDSC was born at UWM. So I welcome Pranay, our lead of the club, to give a short talk to our participants.
Hi all, I hope you can hear me, but thank you so much, Harry, for the introduction. And I'm really excited that all of you, around 37 participants, are here. I'm really excited. I didn't imagine this many people. I was just discussing to Harry, if it just crossed double digits, it's a great thing for us. But it's like a big adventure bringing GDSC to UWM, because we had so many chapters here, like GDG and other local chapters here, but getting that Google recognition to our chapter was a big task for us. It's like when they say the application were open, I was like, yeah, this is my time to jump in and get this thing to us. So I mean, I heard like so many things before starting this club, like, hey, no one will join. It will just end up like any other club, just all those things. But I personally feel that if one person will also join a workshop or event, I am happy, and we'll make sure that if whatever that one person is there, we will give a full support to him and make sure that that guy is getting all the benefit. So it's not like numbers matter to me. It's like 100 people should join this event. This should be a success. If one people also join, that I will consider it as a success. And I want to say a special thanks to my team, because without them, this event or this group won't be here, because I cannot single single-handedly I cannot do all these things. Like we have different categories in our GDSC itself. Everyone is doing their job perfectly, and really thanks to them. So I guess we can continue with the event. Thank you, Hari.
Thank you so much, Pranay, about your insights about our club. So let's get into the next agenda in the meeting. So this is just going to be a small icebreaker activity. I'll just be giving you instructions for all the participants. So you can either go to this website slido.com, which I've specified in the slide, and enter the code that is being shown on the screen. I'm just going to put it in the chat as well. So the question for the event is express your current state of mind about this meeting with an emoji. So if you are able to do with an emoji, go ahead and enter the emojis. Or if you want to just express it with a word, go ahead. Like you're excited, you're bored, whatever it can be. No worries. We're not going to be worried if it's going to be a boring emoji. So just go ahead. I'll just put it in the chat again. Yep. So once you go to the website that I put in the chat, it's going to ask you for a code to enter. Just enter the digits that you see on the screen, and it's going to ask you for a response. Try 5 funny emojis, any combination of emojis, anything. Just go ahead and express your feelings about this meeting, what you're going to expect about this meeting, or how so far it's gone. So let's go. Just give me a second here. Okay. I just started the Slido portal, so you guys can go ahead and put in your responses. I'm seeing few responses coming in. Just don't stop with one response. If you want to put multiple responses, go ahead.
Hari, can you share that Slido screen also?
Yep, I'm just give me a second, 1 minute. All right. I hope you guys can see my screen now.
No.
So
We can only see your slide, sorry.
oh wait, just a second, sorry. What about now?
Yep.
That's our cloud there. We have a lot of responses for. Looks like you guys are loving the event. Looks like someone's really starving out there. Put in all kinds of food emojis. So someone's rolling their eyes. It's okay. I promise that this event will not be boring. I try to make it as fun as possible, but yeah. Someone's head is blasting. But yeah, loving it, guys. Most of the responses are good. I hope this event really really makes sense to you, and gives you a lot of insights about the club and what we're gonna do. But yeah, looking at the responses, I feel like you guys are pretty excited too. We are very excited as well. Looks like someone's typing. So yeah, but I can see two big emojis of heart icons. So I feel the crowd is mostly excited about this. Hooray, hooray, enjoying, awesome, yay. Awesome, guys. So this was just a small icebreaker activity to just get you into a fun mode. So nothing more than that. I will go ahead and start with our meeting again. So we have a lobster too. I don't know why there's a lobster. All right. Oops, sorry. I hope you guys can see my screen again.
Yes, we can see.
Awesome. So let's go ahead. So speaking about what is GDSC at UWM, GDSC, we are a university-based community group. One thing to notice, it's mainly powered by Google. Like Google has done lots of communities like GDE, Google Developers Expert, Women Tech Makers, GDSC, and there's a lot of other communities. But what is GDSC? It is mainly specifically, pointed towards students from universities and colleges to kind of, share their, knowledge and, information to other people, conduct workshops, seminars, tech talks, and so many coding competitions. So it's mainly powered by Google. GDSC at UWM has various specialty courses like web development, software development, data science, machine learning, cloud, and so on. So we strive to, give all the insight and knowledge we have about these technologies to all kinds of people. We don't want to stick just to computer science field people, but we want to, bring it out to all the other various backgrounds of people. People from business, people from management, anyone can come into the club, become a member, and kind of get an insight on what all these technologies are. So our main goal is to bridge the gap between theory and practice. We learn tons of theoretical stuffs in our classes every day, but it all becomes to use only when you put into practical. You can have any amount of theoretical knowledge, but when you put hands-on coding or hands-on experience, you really become confident about the field you are in. So our goal is to mainly bridge the gap between that, bring together students from various backgrounds and who love to learn various fields in the CS field. So our main vision is learn, share, and develop. And by learn, we just don't mean that you guys learn. We are learning in the process. We have learned tons of stuff over the past few weeks, starting the club, speaking with Danny, and so many things. We are still learning. Every day is a new beginning, and every day is a new learning for us. So we learn. We try to share it with you guys. Share as a whole. Share how much of a knowledge we have, and together we develop. So it's learn, share, and develop is not just for the members. It's for the core members and the lead and all of us together. So we learn, we share, and we develop with you. So who runs GDSC at UWM? So the next few slides is just going to be a small introduction about who we all are, who runs the club here. And so let's just get started. Our first member is a GDSC lead, Pranay. You can just go ahead, unmute, and give a small intro on yourself.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon again. So I'm the lead for GDSC, and what is my role here is like to enable to do things. Like if you have any kind of ideas or if you want any kind of projects to be done, you can come straight directly to me. I will try to help you with that, or I will try to connect with who actually good in that domain or something. So I'm here to manage things. Like we have a core team like Hari, Anuya, like web technologists, machine learning, software engineering, competitive programming. So they will actually bring speakers outside from the industry, or they will share their knowledge. I'm here just to enable them to what they can do. So that's it. So you can come and join at me. You can scan the QR code here to join me at the LinkedIn. Just please put a note like where you came from and how do you know me. That's it, so that I can accept your invite. Please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm not like I will scare you off or something, but yeah, I'm happy to connect with you, and let's go.
Yeah, so like Pranay said, guys, there's a QR code for each and every one of the member. Go ahead, scan them, connect with us through LinkedIn. You will get updates about the club in our social media handles, but if you want to get a personal opinion or any ideas that you want us to do, you can anytime come and share with us through our LinkedIn invites. So go ahead and give LinkedIn invites to our members. Let's get going.
Sorry, Hari, to interrupt you.
Yep.
Guys, please fill out the form that I kept in the chat. So it will help. It will help me to fill out the referral wheel. So please, who are in the call, please try to fill out the form. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pranay. So next we have Vedant Tiwari. Go ahead, Vedant. Just introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hello. I'm a current junior. In my bachelor's degree in computer science. My hobbies are reading books, gaming, playing football, and I've been at UWM for 3.5 years now. So I just met our core team a few months ago, and we started an initial idea of starting a local small club, and then from there, Pranay suggested the idea of starting a Google Developers Club, which really excited me. And so I try to help him out, and it's been a really fun journey so far. And I will be the core officer for the competitive programming aspect of our club. And if you want to contact me regarding any questions about what competitive programming is, what the field is about, and what are the potential outcomes of it, you can just connect with me on LinkedIn, and I can then we can chat from there.
All right, thank you, Vedant. Let's go to our next member. We have Abdullah. Go ahead, Abdullah.
Hi, so I'm Abdullah Mamoon. I'm a senior in University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, completing my bachelor degree. So I'm a core member of software engineering. So I'll be presenting, bringing guests and sharing the resource, what software engineering is, what do you need to get a job in software engineering, and just different aspect of software engineering. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this event, to this group. Kind of like same how Vedant shared his story. So like Pranay and Vedant like contacted me, and then we created this, and then now it's a Google Development Club. So we're excited to see what happens next.
Yes, definitely. We are excited too. Let's get to our next member. Oh, that's me. Hi, everyone. This is Hari Bharat. I'm doing my master's in computer science. I came for the previous fall 2021. So it's been a year already. Like you can see, my hobbies are a game sometimes, and I watch tons of documentaries. This is my contact. Like you can scan the LinkedIn page and give me an invite. So my role is a data science core member. I have a pretty much decent experience of data science. My interest lies towards data science, machine learning, data analysis, and stuff. So anything that you want to share or get to know about the field, just contact me through LinkedIn. I will try my level best to bring in industrial experts from the data science field, and give us their insights to give them to you. And pretty much that's it. Yeah, reach out to me in LinkedIn anytime. Let's get to our next member. Anuhya, go ahead, Anuhya.
Thank you, Hari. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all here at the Zoom session and our intro session. I'm basically the machine learning core member. Starting with how I'm interested in machine learning comes from the last 2 semesters where I have joined the UWM and went through the subjects of NLP and machine learning. And really that made me so interested in data, and which data is a very powerful tool nowadays. In whatever you see, the data is playing a major role. And I love dealing with data, whether it may be analysis or pipelining it or cleaning it. It gives me a lot of happiness and doing that stuff. So I'm learning machine learning, and I welcome you all to learn with me, and let's all grow together. And yes, thank you for joining this club, and we welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuya. Let's get to our next member. We have Shubham. Go ahead, Shubham. Introduce yourself.
Shubham, you are on mute.
We can't hear you, Shubham. I think you're on mute.
Oh, sorry for that. Hi, everyone. I'm Shubham Pawar. So previously, I have work experience for 3 years, and I work as a full stack developer, but my incline is toward the web development. That's why I have choose this core membership, and I want to like put different meeting session from people from industry, like they will talk about the web development, and hope you see more and more students in these events. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Shubham, for that. Keep connecting with us, guys. We have our QR codes. Keep connecting with us. And finally, we have Dharmini here. Go ahead, Dharmini, introduce yourself.
Thank you, Hari. Hi, everyone. I'm Dharmini. So I'm the content writer of this group. And so basically what I do is I regulate the content that goes up on the social media platform. So I've always been interested in like advertising and like writing poems and stuff like that, which is why I took up this post. And I really enjoy working in this club. So 2 fun facts about myself. I actually, in my free time, I like to play the piano and write haikus. So haikus are basically like Japanese poems with like a syllable structure. So yeah, that's just a fun fact about myself. Thank you.
Very interesting. I didn't know that you could do that, Dharmini. Awesome. Thank you so much. So that's it from our GDSC team. We are the core members and the leads running the club. Feel free to get to us anytime for any help regarding the club. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any ideas that you want to bring into this club. You may have connections with people in the industry. They might want to come and give a talk here or anything. Just reach out to us anytime. You can always go to our page or social media handles, comment out there and stuff. So let's go to the next session then. What we strive to achieve. So GDSC at UWM has planned to conduct seminars or workshops, tech talks from industrial persons. Seminar or workshops might be conducted by our own core members in the areas of what they specialize at, like I said, web, software, machine learning and stuff. Tech talks will be from industrial people who are out in the industry working, who are expertise in the field. And we will also have coding competitions. You'll soon hear about it very soon in our social media handles. Our coding competitions, anyone can join. It's not just that CS people should join there. If it's not the matter of also winning the competition, you just got to participate and learn in the learning process. So, and we'll also have a hackathon. We are still planning it, but yeah, definitely we'll have it for this semester. So these are our planned events. Like I said, our seminars will be on topics handled by each specialty member. Details will be flowing in our social media handles. Keep looking out for them. So moving on, this is our tentative schedule that we have actually planned for this fall. So this week is the info session event, and following this week, we'll have a competitive programming seminar, and then a machine learning seminar, data science, and just following. And as of now, we have planned our first coding competition or hackathon in the week of 23rd October. Like it says, it's a tentative schedule. It might change, depending on the availability of the people who wants to give talks or seminars. So this is just a very tentative schedule, but we are looking forward to get the schedule on time and the right days. So, and by week, it means that one day in the specified week will be the event. So it won't be a whole week. It might be just one day in the specified week. So, after this event, we are going to send you a feedback form for the event. If you feel the schedule needs any changes, or you want to add anything into the schedule, or remove anything from the schedule, feel free to fill in the feedback form. You can fill in domains that you really want to learn from industrial experts or us. So feel free to fill in the feedback form and tell us about our schedule. So let's move to the next. Okay, so now we call upon Danny to address the crowd. Danny's presence is amazing today. We thank him again. So Danny, the stage is all yours.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for inviting me, and hopefully you can hear me okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take a moment to introduce myself a little bit more. We're then going to depart from the slide deck, and we're going to play a quick Google Kahoot game because, for me, I always think that that's a lot of fun. And then I'll jump into some very important things about Google Developer Student Club and some future opportunities as how to, you can learn and grow with us, not just with some of the events that you saw on screen, but also some future opportunities as well. So yeah, without further ado, my name is Daniel Fiorillo. I'm the community manager here for Google Developer Student Clubs. What that means for all of y'all on this call is I am here to uplift you in areas that you are currently trying to learn and grow in. Think of me as a mentor for each and every one of y'all. So what I want you to do first and foremost is connect with me on LinkedIn. I realize I don't have one of those cool QR codes, so my apologies. But in the chat, what I did was I just dropped my LinkedIn URL. Feel free to connect with me, and ultimately, please, send me a message and let me know, where we met, as part of mentoring begins right now, right? So anytime you send a message to anyone on LinkedIn, always include a message as to where you met them, as well as maybe like something you were able to take away from the talk, whether it be inspirational or otherwise factual. It's my 4th year leading Google Developer Student Clubs in the US, which means I have tons of different experience to help y'all with technical content, as well as some fun type of activities like the Kahoot game we'll be getting ready to play here in a second, and some other opportunities. One of the things I want to take a moment and say here is that this Google Developer Student Clubs is very much designed to be inclusive and available to everyone. So whether you're a first-time computer science student, whether you're not a computer science, student, this community is still for you. And I want to do 2 things, right? One, I want to encourage all of y'all to share this community with anyone you think might find any interest in some of our topics. We will cover things beyond just technical. We'll go into maybe like resume reviews, kind of day in the life of different different type of software developers, program managers, things of that nature. We'll also, potentially have opportunities for you to hear from some of our recruiters in the future. So one of the things that, we need for this type of community is, a 2-way communication, right? And feedback for us to understand how we can improve and what type of events will help y'all with the new technologies and the goals that you have, right? So I want you to always feel open to let our leadership know, like, hey, this is something I'm looking for support on, or this is a particular type of technology I'm looking to grow with. You'd be surprised. Many of your fellow, community members will also be interested in these, and we would love to help connect y'all with these learning opportunities. A little more about me personally. So as you can see on screen, I'm a longboarder, so that means I surf and skate. Admittedly, I'm in Texas, so there's not a ton of surfing that I can do here in the state. So majority of what I'm doing is more skateboarding, but it's still a lot of fun, and I highly recommend that. I know we're at school and we might not have as much time to kind of invest in hobbies, but highly recommend you find something which makes you happy, and always find time for that, right? I know we're a technology club, and that seems a little weird to say, like, find your passion and go for it. But everyone needs to have a hobby, right? And you should absolutely make sure to have one that you like. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, and a little bit about like my tenure with Google Developer Student Clubs. What I would love to do now is just kind of take over the screen for a moment and help y'all get into our Google Kahoot game. So this is going to be an opportunity for y'all to answer questions about Google. And these are going to be fun facts you may already know or may not know about Google. One, please let me know if for some reason you cannot see my screen. And secondly, please, take a moment and join the Kahoot game. Some of y'all should hopefully be familiar with Kahoot, but essentially Kahoot is a way for you to answer questions in real time, right? Depending on if you get the right answer and how quickly you answer will depend on the number of points that you receive. Now, what I will also be doing is whoever wins, first and second place will get an opportunity to win a prize courtesy of us. I believe we dropped the link in the chat a little bit ago, but for those who might have missed it, this is going to be your opportunity to win a one-on-one chat with myself. This can be a 30-minute, up to a 30-minute call where we talk about anything you want with, your resume, a technical project you may be working on, understanding a little bit more about, how the Google interview process, or how do I, make myself stand out amongst other candidates. This time is for y'all to leverage however you see fit. And I will be giving 2 of y'all that 30-minute time slot to meet directly with me. So yeah, definitely love seeing that there's 14 people in this game. We have 35 on the call now. In the interest of time, I'm going to let it go for about another minute or so before we kind of continue on with the Google Kahoot game. So make sure that you join, as well as we have a way to, reward you if you we're in those top winners. So let us make sure you use a name that we can actually outreach to you, or else we won't be able to give you your raffle prize. So we're at 19 right now. We'll give it about another 30 seconds here. And go from there. All right, so I'm seeing some people change their names now that I've mentioned that. Thank you for that. And of course, what I'll do here as well is we'll drop the form in the chat again one more time in case I missed it. Cool. Awesome. Excellent. So seeing a couple more people join. I'm going to count down from 5 in my head because I think it's too much for me to count out loud at y'all. And then we'll kind of move on. I will leave the game unlocked to where you can join, at any point. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our fun facts about Google. Now, some of these, you may know, some of these you may go, oh, Danny, how am I going to be able to answer this? Use your best guess. You'll have 10 seconds. So Gmail was launched on an April Fool's Day. True or false? Gmail was launched on an April Fool's Day. Yeah, so this was in fact true. No, it was not meant to be an April Fool's joke, but Google likes to, be playful and see how many people pay attention to things. So originally we did announce it on April Fools, but jokes on all of y'all. We wound up having one of the best email tools out there in the game, and Gmail is still around to this day. In fact, many of y'all will probably use this for your own personal emails, including my own. Awesome. So we'll move on to the next question here. Excellent. So question 2, what was Google's original name? Was it web crawler, C-web, backrub, or PageRank? What was it? I have a feeling some of y'all know this. Oh, wow. Only one person knew that. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, so yeah, our original name was backrub. I don't know why, but that was the original name of the Google project, right? Obviously, they made a great name change, and it's kind of morphed into what we know Google to be now. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next question here. Wow, that did not shake up the leaderboard very much. So whoever got that, good job getting on the board. All right, question 3, true or false? Google was first stored on 10 4-gigabyte Lego hard drives in a Lego case. Google was first stored on 10 4-gigabyte hard drives in a Lego case. Yeah, so this is in fact true. I'm kind of curious. Drop a 1 in the chat if you just said true, because it's Google and they had to have stored this in a Lego case, right? And there's no other possible, explanation for this. Or were you just simply like, there's no way it's gonna, be false. Awesome, cool. So yeah, I'll be honest, when I first got this question myself, I actually put false because I didn't think, the founders would still have Legos available to them, but apparently they had plenty, but they did not have any briefcases or any traditional cases. Cool. So, all right, seeing a little bit of a change in the leaderboard here. Well done, y'all. So moving on to question 4, which company rejected an offer to buy Google for $1 million in 1999? Which company rejected an offer to buy Google for $1 million in 1999? Yeah, so we got you. This company is called Excite. I'll be honest, I don't know if this company is still around, but they're probably kicking themselves for not accepting that offer, huh? It probably would have changed the landscape of the tech world here quite a bit that we see. Cool. So about halfway through, and this is where we stand with our leaderboard. Great job to everyone. Remember the questions, take your best guess if you don't know them. And ultimately, don't feel bad. You're not really supposed to know the answers to these questions. So what is the name of the T-Rex on our campus? So for those who don't know, on Mountain View's campus, there's actually a dinosaur that's there. Now, this is not the original dinosaur fossils which were found there when they were excavating and building our campus, but this is a kind of a replica of this dinosaur, and his name is Stan. We named the dinosaur Stan because the person who originally found said dinosaur named it Stan. So who are we to change this individual's name? That's their name. That's Stan. Hopefully one day you can all come out to the Mountain View campus and check it out. There's also some really cool sculptures there that you may have heard of at Sculpture Gardens. All right, so seeing a little bit of a change here through the leaderboard on to question 6. Google negotiated its acquisition of YouTube at Denny's over mozzarella sticks. True or false? Yeah, so this is in fact true. What's even funnier about this is, at the time, Google's culture was already known for not wearing suits and ties, right? Like you see what I'm wearing here today. Whereas YouTube at the time was still very corporate, and to appease the other company's culture, they actually dressed up opposite of one another. So Google was dressed up in suits and tie, whereas YouTube kind of dressed down in like t-shirts and shorts. Bonus points to anyone who can find that photo on the internet, because it's probably worth some money. So yeah, fun story about that. And in fact, I think many of us don't even remember a time where YouTube wasn't inside of Google's offerings, right? So yeah, it just goes to show how things can change with time. Cool. So on to question 7. The G-Bike program started in 2004, 2007, 2005, or 2006. So for those who don't know, right, the G-Bike program is essentially a program that was started, at Google campuses, because our metroplexes are pretty big, right? They're not just one building; it's a collection of buildings, right? And sometimes, most of the times, you're unable to get a meeting room in the same building that you work in, just because of the sheer number of meetings and things along those lines. To help individuals get from building to building without having to get on a bus or get on their car, they launched this program, the G-Bike program, back in 2007 to help us go a little bit greener. And it's actually really cool. On most of our campuses, there are now just free bikes for individuals to jump on and ride between buildings. There's even scooters and things in the building as well to help individuals save time. So yeah, it's really cool. And ultimately, if you're ever on campus, highly recommend riding on one of those bikes. Surprisingly, for bikes that are sitting outside all day, they're pretty well maintained. So yeah, good job, y'all. Great work with these questions. Couple more. So we're on to question 8. What was the first Google Doodle, right? And a bonus point for anyone who can tell me why this or what this doodle is paying homage to in the chat. So yeah, it looks like 10 of y'all knew this. I'm curious, of the 10 that got this right, what is this paying homage to, right? Feel free to drop your best guess in the chat. I'll wait a couple seconds and then I'll kind of move on just in the interest of time. It's a pretty large festival that happens maybe in the middle of the desert. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge to anyone who may know. I'm going to give it like another 2 seconds. And it was Burning Man, right? So yes, this was actually paying homage to Burning Man. Back in the day, there were a lot of Googlers who, jumped on that bandwagon and really enjoyed it. So yeah. Moving on here, well done. We got 3 players with an answer streak of 3. Let's see if y'all can finish out with a high streak here. So moving on to question 9, true or false. The homepage is notoriously sparse because our founders didn't know HTML to make it fancy. True or false? Don't overthink it, or do. It's true or false? Yeah, so this is in fact true. Now, I would like to back up a second and say it's not to say, the founders didn't know HTML at all, but maybe they weren't, super well versed in it, right? And when they were seeing some of the things that other, search engines were doing at the time, think Ask Jeeves, think Yahoo, right? The pages were very busy, lots of different colors, lots of different things going on. And instead of not being able to put it together the way these other websites did, they said, hey, you know what? Let's just leave it bare bones. And the rest is history, right? That white space has become synonymous with Google now. And honestly, it's something which you look back on and you're like, oh, what were they thinking, right? Like, why did you make these websites so busy? So yeah, it turned out to be very nice. Cool. So we still have 3 players with a streak of 4. Let's see if all of y'all can get to the finish line by getting this last question correct. So last question here. The first snack served in our office was Twizzlers, M&Ms, Swedish fish, or jelly beans. What was the first snack served in our Google office? Okay, so a lot of people thought it was M&Ms. I'm sorry, the GIF of Baby Groot eating M&Ms was probably misleading. That is not the correct answer. It is actually Swedish fish, right? So Swedish fish was one of our founders' favorite candy. Luckily, mine too. So still to this day, in every Google reception area, right, where like you come in to badge into the office, there's a big bowl of Swedish fish for you to be able to grab an individual one, right? Obviously, there's way more snacks and candy and things of that nature available in the office, but that was our first snack. So yeah, with that, that does conclude our fun facts about Google. And while we go through the podium, I just wanted to thank all of y'all for going through and playing this with me. I know you're in the middle of your work schedule as far as like class and things like that. But hopefully you had some fun learning a little bit more about Google. And congratulations to everyone who participated. Right, you're all winners in my minds. And for those who are the winners, please let us know who you are in the chat, right? So who is Has and who is Snowflake? And if you could like show us that, that would be great. Because I would love to take the time to meet you and ultimately talk about anything you want with Google Developer Student Clubs, Google, your resume, and beyond. Awesome. So yeah, please take a moment, share those details with us, and really great job, everyone. I cannot thank you enough for playing along with me. So cool. So I know I only have a couple minutes left with my my time here. So what I want to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm just going to talk to y'all for a couple minutes before we move to our Q&A portion, right? So one of the things that I think is very important with Google Developer Student Clubs is facilitating y'all's growth from just theory understanding of projects to practical applications. And one of the ways we do this overall each and every year is by giving y'all an opportunity to work on something called Solution Challenge, right? Solution Challenge is going to be an opportunity which comes up in January of next year to use Google's services, resources, trainings, and more to actually solve a problem that your local community is facing. The reason I bring this up now is because, as you saw earlier in our presentation, there will be multiple events for you to learn and grow with technologies this semester. And I would love for y'all to join us in these events and build up new skills with Google to have an opportunity to solve a problem with the local community when we kickstart this challenge in January. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to briefly display my screen just so y'all can see the Solution Challenge website. So that way you can find out more information about it in the future, and ultimately you can take part in this amazing opportunity when it arises. So let me share my screen because I personally think Solution Challenge is one of the best opportunities with Google Developer Student Club. So yeah, just like I mentioned, Solution Challenge is going to be an opportunity for you to use one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, a Google technology, and ultimately solving that problem for the local community. What's even better about this is on our Solution Challenge website, we are going to overview what the United Nations Development Goals are, and we're even going to help you understand more about each one of these resources and help you with building a project from scratch. What you'll see when you navigate over to the resources tabs is there's going to be tons of video introductions as far as, hey, what is this challenge? What are the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals? And ultimately, like, how do I participate in this challenge? Many of you may be thinking, Danny, I've never built a project or a full solution, outside of a hackathon, right? Like, how do I do this? How do I go about identifying a problem? How do I go about working with my fellow students in order to build this project in real time? And what we have is tons of videos to help you, tackle this and ultimately prepare before the event kickstarts. What we have as well is tons of additional resources as far as how to run design sprints. And these are, types of technologies and content that we can jump into at, the chapter level for y'all to help everyone learn more about it. What we also have here is specific content that we've seen students, really take advantage of with building projects during Solution Challenge. What you'll see is that, we have some things on screen that may be connected to some of the technologies you're going to be learning over the next couple of weeks. But if you're interested in maybe jumping into Firebase or Flutter or Android in advance, and, there's not an upcoming event at your chapter, one, let the core team know. And secondly, come to this website to be able to take part in some self-paced resources, which you can prepare for this challenge in advance. So what I'll do is I'll drop this link in the chat. And this is the specific resources page for y'all. What I would love for you to do is, come to this page and understand this challenge a little bit deeper. If you have questions, ask myself on LinkedIn, ask any one of the core team members, and if they don't know the answer, they can connect you with me. Because again, as I mentioned, one of the best things you can do with, growing with, technology, really any technology, not just Google or not, is giving yourself the opportunity to be hands-on with these tools in order to learn and grow with them. Ultimately, some of these tools may be things that you would work on when you step into an internship or, a full-time job. And by utilizing this challenge, our resources and mentors, you can build up such confidence for you to step into these positions in the future. Don't get started on building projects now, right? Don't go run out and try to solve for, food waste issues in your area, or, maybe access to clean water or education. But begin thinking through, how would I go about solving a problem? What technologies do I need to learn in order to effectively pull together a full-time a real working solution, and ultimately, right, learn to build anything with Google. Right. As you can see on screen, we're going to have tons of content, resources, and more for y'all. And this is really a great opportunity for y'all to showcase some amazing skills that you would have to potential employers and beyond. So yeah, that's a little bit about Solution Challenge. And ultimately, I hope you participate with us when we open in January. That being said, I know we're kind of coming up on the Q&A, so I'll stop sharing my screen. And I'm looking forward to answering any and all of your questions about GDSC, resources, and more.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much for giving your insights about the club, and it was a fun Kahoot game. Congrats, Yazin and Hazim. Guys did a great job. Wait for us to reach out to you, or we'll reach out to you soon. But congratulations again. Thank you, Daniel, for your time. You gave a lot of insights about the solution challenge. We are looking forward to it. So yeah, like Daniel said, we are in a QA session. If you guys feel free to, you can unmute yourself and ask your question to the core members or Danny directly, or you can put in your chat if you're not able to speak. But yeah, just ask any questions or any feedback or suggestions that you want to give us.
while we wait for questions to come through, I'll just share a question that I traditionally get at info sessions, right?
Sure.
Hey Danny, hey core team, thank y'all so much for hosting this session. This is great. But what happens if I know someone who isn't at our university who may want to join the community? What do I tell them, right? So I'll take this question. In many cases, we all know individuals who are attending, a school that isn't ours, right? I know people who are in school who, aren't at y'all's university. Ultimately, we may have a GDSC chapter at their university. So what I would tell them to do is first check out our website, gdsc.community.dev, and see if there is a local community for them to join. If there's not, what I would highly suggest them do is find a chapter which is hosting virtual events. And what they can do is join them and build up some of their skills with Google Developer Student Clubs. Ultimately, each year we do create an opportunity for students to start new chapters like y'all's. Next year they could start their own chapter if they're interested. But in the meantime, they're more than welcome to join any and all virtual events that we have. They are meant to be free and inclusive for everyone.
Thanks, Danny, for that. So anyone else, you guys got any questions? You can ask us anything regarding our events, what we do or how to connect with us, anything, just shoot your questions at us. We'll wait for another couple of minutes, maybe 1 or 2, and then we'll get going. But like, yeah, in future, if you get any questions on our events, when is it going to be, who is conducting the event, who are the organizers, who's going to speak, just follow our social media handles. We are going to keep posting our updates on a regular basis. Ask your friends to join. They don't need to be, like I said before, they don't need to be from a computer science background. Anyone can join this club, and we are going to develop and grow together. So feel free to follow our social media handles, and yeah, you'll be getting all the updates on us. Okay.
Yeah, Hari, I want to take a minute here.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Anuja.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I just want to tell, like, if you have any hurdles you're having in your life, just give us a call saying that this is my hurdle. How can I solve this? If we are not helpful, at least we'll reach out to people and we'll keep some session on that. So you will be helping most of the people with your same problem, who are facing the same problem. So reach out to us. Follow us on all the Instagram handles, message us whenever you need it, whatever maybe the topic you need it. We will try to help you out whatever the way we can. And if we can't, we'll reach out to Daniel. Daniel might help us out with that. We will help you out in every other thing. Let's say resume, let's say personality building, let's say whatever the thing, we will help you in whatever the thing we can. So yeah, please follow our handles and message us on that. Thank you.
Yep. Precisely said, Anu. Yeah, very true. It's like Daniel said before, it's just not a technical club. We have other stuffs other than technology and other things that you want to build yourself, starting mainly with resume building. Like to get into all the big industrial companies, you need a very strong resume, and Danny can help you. We can help you with that. So reach out to us anytime regarding all the other things other than technologies too. So I don't see any questions in the chat. So I think I'll get.
Hi, Hari. It's a good moment to ask.
Yep, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, my name's Mustafa. For a long time, I have been pursuing the dream of becoming an Android developer. And I wanted to know, how can GDSC help me in this? Can they help me with opportunities or trainings or something?
Yeah, so if you don't mind, I'd love to jump in here. So with Google Developer Student Club, we actually have tons of Android content, right? With that, I will say we can definitely help wherever you may be with your journey to this promised land of being like an expert and all that good stuff. We can certainly have an event which will help you there. We actually did just launch something new called Compose Camp. And this is something that we're currently in discussion about hosting at the local level for y'all. So if I could just ask, everyone who's still on the call, Maybe drop a number 4 in the chat if you have any interest in Android, right? Or is there maybe some other interest with mobile development that y'all would want to look at, right? Because I know Android is definitely one area we could jump into, but there's also like Flutter and some other things we could look at as well. Okay, cool. So there's quite a few here who would be interested in Android. Great. No, that's fantastic. So if that's the case, we can definitely work to make sure we have a Android section, if you will, for y'all, especially with Solution Challenge. I think having these skills with Android would really benefit y'all. And what's even better is some of the other communities that y'all will be connected with, such as Google Developer Groups and Google Developer Experts, have amazing facilitators and experts who can talk to you about Android and help you, take these steps. So we can help you regardless of where you are, go from 0 all the way to expert level. Yeah, let's make it happen.
Sure, Danny. Thank you, Mustafa, for your question. We will keep it in mind and, try to have more sessions or, bring in Android development as a main core specialty in our club. So thank you for your feedback. And yeah, we will try to make it, possible. Any other question, guys? Yeah, sure. Any other question, friends? If there's nothing, think I'll get going.
I actually have a question for y'all.
Sure.
Are you excited?
We are pretty much so excited.
Yeah, because the reason I ask is because ultimately this community, we're going to be learning some difficult things, right? We're going to be, there's going to be challenging days where it's like, why won't this work, right? But at the same time, remember that moment of excitement. Remember why you're here, right? To benefit yourself, to upskill and to learn and ultimately have fun. So let's have fun this year and make sure to share feedback with us so we can improve over each and every event. So really, I just wanted to thank y'all for being here, right? You spent an hour with us and, I'm really excited to get to see the growth of what y'all, can accomplish this year, right? I know many of us may have different goals out, individually, but as a community, we can come together and reach even greater things. So I am watching and I expect amazing things, y'all. Let's have a great year.
Yeah. So before we leave, this is our QR codes for our Instagram handle and LinkedIn handle. If you haven't still followed us, go ahead, follow us. Like I said, you're going to get tons of updates from us in the following weeks on our events. So go ahead, try to share these handles with your friends who want to be a part of GDSC, who want to learn, various stuffs in, the CS field and other things. So go ahead, follow us, hit the follow button, and share with your friends.
Hari, I would like to take this opportunity and I would like to say thank you, Daniel. You won't believe me, whenever I need any kind of help or anything, Daniel was there. It's like he was my go-to man. He was like, hey, I'm here, let's relax, we'll discuss about this thing. And I was like, okay, Danny, I'm just scared. But he was there, he was like a rock, and he was like, it's okay, we can do this. He was giving me feedback continuously. And I hope under his guidance, this club will perform better and this club will see good golden days. And we are excited that we are going to bring some new speakers to our club, like speakers from Microsoft and other outside industry. So I'm really excited. And once again, thank you so much, Daniel, for joining this thing. I'm very excited for the future of this club.
Yep.
My pleasure, y'all. Really appreciate you having me.
All right. I hope you guys went and hit the follow button. Thank you all. We look forward to an amazing semester. We are, like we always say, we are there for you. Let's grow and develop together. Reach out to us. We will be sending a feedback form to the attendees of the event. Fill in the feedback form, whatever suggestions you want to say. We are always hearing you. We want to improve along with you. So let out your feedback to us. And yeah, thank you all for this wonderful session. Let's soon meet in our next event.
Just a side note, the event just ended at right time, 2:59.
Yeah.
Right on time.
So we are punctual. That's a good thing to show we are punctual. So but yeah, thank you guys. Have an amazing day, Danny, and everyone have an amazing day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.